I'm Natalie MacNeil, and you are watching She Takes on the World TV, your weekly dose of soaring inspiration and practical advice for your business and your life. And this week, we are talking about something that every one of us deals with, and that is having a comparison complex and always comparing ourselves to others or getting jealous of other people's success. It's completely inevitable that you are going to feel this way or have felt this way. Like I said, it happens to every single one of us. We tend to judge ourselves on other people's standards and try to fit in. Usually, this always leaves us feeling like we're coming up short, which isn't a good thing. Ending your comparison complex is about tossing aside the need to feel perfect or the need to compare yourself to other people. And I have got a few tips for that. First things first, I want you to remember this. It's something that I have on a sticky note by my computer, on a card, in my wallet, and on countless pages of my journals and other notebooks. And that is, you are exactly where you need to be. So you're not always where you want to be, but you're always where you need to be. And there's always lessons that you're learning and experience that you're gaining right now that is going to help you with a lot of other things that come your way. So just remember that, and remember that the place that you're in is a very special place, and just honor that before we go any further. Next, keep a journal as an outlet for your angers, frustrations, jealousy, and the comparison complex that you're dealing with. It's also wise to have someone that you can really trust to talk to, or to hire a coach that you can work through some of these issues with. Old habits die hard, and it's really hard sometimes to change your mind, which brings me to my next point. To change your pattern of thinking, you have to be willing to change and willing to see things differently and lose the comparison complex and jealousy. So, everyone, say this with me. I am willing to change this. Let's do it again for all of you who missed out on the first time or didn't want to say it. I am willing to change this. When you're willing to change, amazing things happen. Next, look at how you currently portray yourself and how other people see you. And I think a really positive thing that you can do is to start speaking up more in meetings and sharing your opinions and making your voice heard. When you feel valued, you usually feel the need to compare yourself to others a lot less. So start sharing those unique gifts that only you have that you can give the world. And last, successful people really embrace their vulnerability and allow themselves to be seen, which actually takes a ton of courage to really share yourself with the world and share who you really are and your opinions. And this has been a really difficult thing for me while I've been building She Takes on the World, because as I speak out about women's issues and women's rights, especially in developing countries, I've received death threats for some of the things that I've said about women's empowerment, and that's not an easy thing to go through. I've been the subject of some pretty harsh comments, but again, it's something that I really believe in, and I just keep putting myself out there. And like I said, it takes a lot of courage, so you should be really, really proud of yourself if you're able to do that. If it's something that you still shy away from, take a look at Brené Brown's book, Daring Greatly. It's a fantastic read, and her TED Talks is also one of my absolute favorites. It's called The Power of Vulnerability, and I think it's one that everyone should watch if you haven't already seen it. Now I have a challenge for you. Next time you catch yourself comparing yourself to somebody else, I want you to step back and say, I am not comparable. I embrace everything about myself, even my imperfections. I am enough. So say that, adopt it as one of your mantras, and I love this quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson that you should also keep in mind. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you someone else is truly the greatest accomplishment. I really believe that, and the world needs you and what you have to offer. So thank you for watching this episode of She Takes on the World TV, and I will see you next time. I'm going to be covering a topic that I think we need to talk more about as entrepreneurs, and it is something that has really helped me as I've grown my business. So today's episode is all about breaking up with clients. Now,